I was thinking about, I'm 55 now, right? And I'm still like, I can dance still. So I'm fit. You can be fit for some time, and then start to get, very old, right? And I actually had a plan for making bonsai trees when I got older, and write a book. Maybe I should stick with that. But the problem right now is that maybe I want to do something together with people, but they made such a poison environment because of the cases of millions stolen and my boy missing and so on. So I was thinking about making something for young people, like trying direct them in the right direction, because I'm a good motivator. I was also thinking about making some organic garden or rescue training animals or something. The problem is that no matter if I have good intention and I have the skills, the poison environment is constantly stopping me. If I, for example, send a mail to, let's say, animal welfare, should we try and make a center? They will always, especially the hackers, was neglect. I mean, they would refuse that because they hack, right? And if you contact in person, if you contact, let's say, a journalist or animal welfare, they will always maintain that they have the power. I mean, they will not. I mean, if you are, I'm not to blame in my son's case, but they don't want to take responsibility because there's a lot of money around that case, copy market, royalty. So I have an enemy that's so invisible as media, paparazzis, auctions of royalty and stuff. So basically I'm always in trouble with an invisible enemy that's my own money. I'm up against my own money, and that's really difficult. And I don't have any money here, so basically if I was going to do something, I was going to find a foundation or a sponsor. And that's not that easy when they always fuck up my communication. If I call somebody on the phone, I get the wrong people. So in a way, I'm imprisoned by my own money and up against my own money, which is, it's I can't, like, if you say you lose everything, you have a break-in or a disaster or something, you can go out and start again. I can't, because I can't go out there. So I'm always, if I think about what country could I move for where the media wouldn't have such an impact, that would not be in the Western world. I would have to go to a total different area, right? So are you pushing me to Russia or China? No, I'm nothing against Russia or China. I have a good relationship to both. But I will actually have to go away from the 5 big companies or Mr. Murdoch or Weinstein, right? So you are actually making a talented person in entertainment and sport to a refugee. I'm a refugee because I had success. It's like being banged in my head with my own Oscar, the bodyguard thing, right? So basically, if I'm looking at motivation videos, if you lost somebody you like or love, if you lost somebody, your economy, they will always try and tell people there's a day tomorrow. You can maybe change. You can set your mind to think tomorrow I can maybe start on whatever project you can, right? So if I was going to think that way, I could maybe start on being myself and write a book, for example. I could, breed some small animals or something, but it's still isolated. I would be like in my own money jail. that I don't control the money. And if I address somebody outside, even, on Facebook, that's maybe when you're hacked, then do that, right? But if I contact people in my surroundings, a lot of them will be involved in that scam, right? That's also why I get all these bad experience with people and their dogs, for example, or their horses. There will always be like a network of these illegally stolen money that works against me. So what are you going to do? I mean, it's like being, the word for me is right now, it's like being in a sort of a place where everybody has something from your home, right? And everybody knows that everybody has something from your big home, as my channel shows. So basically, it's not that nice, And I get more and more withdrawn from the planet as well, I don't think I really belong here anymore. I'm not going to do anything, but I concluded a little bit that the most people being victims of circumstances or crimes and something, some of them turn to religion. They kind of get like, okay, I'm going to jump into some interesting old religion, right? They're going to be like a martyrium. They're going to be like the good people that survived the bad people, and now they've got it even better. They're going to be healers or helpers or something, right? I could do that because I know what it is. On the other hand, I think like, why the fuck should these gang people, these terrorists, why should they get away with this? Should I be like, I had like a joke saying like I'm gonna be like a lesbian bully type that's gonna walk up to the domestic violent guy and say, if you don't fuck off, I'm gonna, like some kind of vendetta, say to people that abuse children, get the fuck out of my sight. So basically, there's like, it's like a crossroad where you can go and be like a holy person. I survived the world evenness, and now I'm gonna be even better. I'm more like, maybe I'm too grounded in realism and say, why should the evil people survive? I mean, why should they not be in jail? So basically, what all your criminals, I also think it's a bit strange that of all the money I made in designing, in film, in music, lyrics, manuscripts, and all my state government money, that the government stolen money from themselves, So basically, these people, I think it's a little bit stupid, wise of why didn't they give something back to the owner of the money to just, not have a bad conscience, be afraid always. They're a little bit afraid of me because I come from military. So basically, they don't like the situation, but they can't really solve it by, making the insurance or paying some of the money back from, they stole my money. They don't want to ignore that they could actually solve it. They could, like, I had insurance in 2012, right? Nobody thought about that I could have it back, right? And the same thing about design, copy market. Nobody thought about giving me a shop, or the horses. Nobody thought about giving me a horseback or a piece of land. So they are really, really mean. This is really, really evil people that steal people's land, their shops, their horses, their children, and then they're scared, like, gangsters. So, we are so afraid of her because she's, and some of them get arrested for some other reason. But basically, what the fuck are you going to do? So I'm at a crossroads saying, like, are they going to get away with this? Murders, kidnappings, land stolen, animals stolen, or am I going to be like self-serving enough, like saying, I don't give a shit about that. I'm going to, be religious and write a book about it. I mean, I don't think they should get away. I think I have a job out there,